If you don't know who he is, this is like the backbone of Sarkodie. Like the reason why Sarkodie is who he is today is because of Angel.
Broken now, man. Yeah, but this Liberian boy and cause I hear say the rap. You understand me? So it was just a comment. I look at the guy and he actually looked it. I was in an international school. My mom won't compromise anything for quality education. She put me there, though she couldn't afford it. At some point, all I knew was I wanted to be a Catholic priest. Hey. Because when it's time for math, I know that Mr. Senna is such an annoying person. I don't want to. Do you understand?
Mr. Senna, sorry.
Now I close and carry the ice chairs, go to the motorway. And go and say, sometimes I'm on the motorway and then my friends are in their parents' cool cars and passing by. You understand? The next day I'm going to school and my friend was rapping. I was just really excited to help him excel. I just wanted to see him become big, and that's what you see today. That's what transitioned into the business that you see today. Sat is like this, is like on Penny Palm. Like this is the guy. Fame didn't do shit to the guy. This has been him. I was the one that put Rasputin on Rapaholic. I called his people. The things he'll be watching or the things he knows about, you'll be surprised. So it was just him. He sent me the link to. He said it's an amazing thing. I want to be on.
Stay by plan, Accra, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the best show in the world. Yes, it's your boy Zoo. I'm joined by my co-hosts.
Your favorite person in the world.
Maybe one of them, but not the favorites.
It's fair.
Yeah. Afiwe, welcome. How are you feeling?
You. I'm good.
How was your day?
It was a lot.
Your hair is still looking sharp.
Too wavy. Now I've really hacked the system of this short hair.
Yeah.
I will never be caught unfresh again.
That's good. We love it.
Yeah.
And yes, we have a very interesting conversation ahead of us. I think we should just get right into it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes. We're joined by the one and only. How should we call it? Angel Town or Angel?
Angel, Angelo.
Anyone. Yeah.
I feel like most people know you by Angel Town or Angel.
Yeah.
So yes, Angel is joining us today. A very big man in Ghana music.
Yeah. Godfather, one of the Godfathers.
It's not a joke.
Yo, don't do that. Godfather. Where did I get there?
You are there.
That's not possible.
You have done things that we cannot comprehend.
Yeah.
Met people that we cannot dream of meeting. So, or should I say they have met you?
They have met you.
You got jokes.
But yeah, welcome to Stay by Plan.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, nice. This conversation, I feel like it's been loading for
a minute.
A long time.
Right?
A long time. But yeah, finally, we're here. We're about to have a very special conversation. So, yeah. So, Angel, how you doing?
Not bad. Okay, I'm feeling great. And just living life, taking a day at a time. Just cooling.
Yeah.
No stress. I think I'm actually at that stage in my life where I totally stress about nothing. I just literally just want to live life, take it as easy and cool as I can, and then overstress. I've seen too many people die, too many people be sick, too many people not. Charlie, life is not. It's not even that much. I mean, just take it easy and light. I'm just in that space typically.
You also have money, so you
I
can.
wish.
So you have the luxury of doing that.
I
Please,
love
if you don't
to
know
hear
who
that.
he is, this is like the backbone of Sarkodie. Like the reason why Sarkodie is who he is today is
My
because
own
of
board is
Angel.
broken now, man.
Yeah. So it's because you have money too, right?
Amen.
Hey.
I love the things we love to hear. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, considering where I came from or how I grew up, to have someone as cool as you guys say, if you're saying that, I mean, because if I tell you my stories, in recent time when I tell anybody my story, they find it hard to believe. So then clearly it's a sign to tell me that there's a difference. Like there's been growth. Like if you can't even believe or imagine me in a setting, because if I tell you I used to hawk on the streets, would you believe it?
No.
Yeah, but I actually went through that. My mom took me to, I was in an international school. My mom won't compromise anything for quality education. She put me there, though she couldn't afford it.
Real.
She put all of us there. Now I close and carry the ice chairs, go to the motorway and go and say, sometimes I'm on the motorway and then my friends are in their parents' cool cars and passing by. You understand? The next day I'm going to school. So you can understand. She did a very good thing for me,
Yeah.
but she was punishing me.
Of course.
Because she put me through a space where I was dealing with so much inferiority complex. Like I
100%.
didn't have any say, nothing. It was cool kids. They're talking about their cool shoes,
Yeah, what they
their-
watched on
what they would
TV when they
do,
went on
yes,
holidays.
their games,
and-
their holidays. I don't relate to none of that.
yeah.
So you can imagine, like I was just very timid, very stuck to myself, very, all of that. But yeah.
But did some of the kids like reference your hawking in class? Like, hey, Angel, now in class 2
They
hours
don't-
ago.
they-
Have you finished
so
selling your
you
water?
know, they weren't as mean,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I mean, I wasn't even their problem to even think of mocking me or anything.
You're also
They
not
had-
finding trouble for anybody to move to
I
you. You're really
swear to
just in
God,
your
I
own
just
corner.
did my
Just mind your
space.
business.
Yeah, I respectfully, I did my place. Because sometimes when they're talking about, oh, this guy just brought the new Pumas and I'm hiding my shoes because I know my shoes are torn. That's at that moment.
Yeah.
So I'm legit just in the back hiding my shoes type of situation. Yeah, but so it's good to hear you say I have mine, though I don't have it, but I'm happy to hear you
Now
say
you
that.
do. Amen.
I'm
It's
happy to
Okay, let's say
manifesting.
relative to where you came from, we can see that.
Yeah,
right
big
now,
improvement. Yeah, I'm happy for myself also. Yeah, truthfully
It's
speaking.
so interesting because Zoo and I were having this conversation literally a week ago. Zoo is even just like, which conversation is
surprised.
Afi talking about? He's scared because he's always having dangerous conversations. We were talking about how like people don't understand how important your basic education is. Like anyway, so we like I don't know how to frame it. Make your face like-
Curious to
As
see how
in-
you say it.
it's almost sad that you can always tell a clear-cut difference between people who went to maybe the basic education in Ghana and the people who went to international schools. And it's not by anybody's
just from
fault.
a conversation, yeah.
Just from
you can-
conversations, because the way the educational system is set up, like in these international schools, the children are taught to be more expressive, like just try things and not be as scared as compared to someone who went to. So we're just having a conversation about that, how like when we interact with certain people, we can tell, even like in the work setting, we can tell when you give something to someone and then if they are not generally like uniquely smart by themselves, they will just be timid and want to do it in a specific way so they will not get into trouble, as against maybe someone who has had more exposure of like not being scared to make mistakes and everything. So I definitely respect the fact that like your mother knew that Charlie, if for nothing at all, like the education that my children should have.
She did the most.
is-
I was
is-
typically, the trending video of something Asante say, go home. The school fees.
That's
thing.
the euphoria,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's literally me.
Oh, Charlie.
Like the following students, I start packing because I know
You
I'm
already know
yeah,
you're
I'm in there.
more.
Like, yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
But yeah, it's really me. Like literally, she outdid herself for us. So yeah, definitely, I really appreciate that. And
How many siblings you have?
three. I'm the last though.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I come from an old family, so I'm the last. Yeah,
Mm.
my folks. So my mom is like 76 or something now.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Oh, nice.
I'm the last out of 4.
Okay.
So how would you say like your upbringing has kind of positioned you to be the successful,
Influential.
influential
Influential.
Yo,
man you are today?
yo, all the things. There was no plan for all of this. I just think I went through life as a normal kid, and I was just that, typical African child from a typical African family where they literally, and I'm a millennial, so I mean, you guys are Gen Zs, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So with us, I know that. So you people belong to a generation where you have like more say. You people come out. You people have like a certain level of confidence.
Yeah.
You people have an opinion. We weren't like that. We were suppressed. I might be wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, we were very suppressed. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
came
we
from
were.
a space where everything was chosen for me.
Yeah.
Which school you are going to be chosen for you. What you are studying is chosen for you.
Real.
Your next step is decided for you. Like that was just typically me. So I ended up studying stuff I knew that I had zero interest. I studied economics and maths in uni. I had zero interest. I didn't know.
Well, I'm offended.
Yeah.
That's why I
Well,
studied
that's
it.
what
I
she
liked
did
it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It wasn't
not.
for you.
It
Eh?
wasn't
Yeah,
for you,
it
yeah.
wasn't for me. Me, honestly, I won't even lie.
Yeah.
I didn't have a plan. I'm just that guy. I'm just going wherever the infirmary will bore me. I'll end up there, but I didn't have a plan. Like I didn't know. I wasn't that typical kid when you ask, "Oh, what do you want to be in future?" and then they're telling you, "I want to be this and that and that." At some point, all I knew was I wanted to be a Catholic priest.
Hey.
because my mom had forced us into church so much
That you do that,
that I
Charlie.
admired the priest. There was a priest in my church that spoke like Jesus.
Hey.
Yeah, he
How
had
does
such a
Jesus
soft voice. He's like, let us pray.
Ah.
So
Yeah. You're
he's-
just like,
anybody
nah.
who ever went to St. Joseph, the Weka Catholic Church, will know Father Louis. He's one of the top whatever right now. I don't go as much, so but I used to, after church, I go and throw on my mom's clothes, acting like it's a cassock, and then I want to be going through the mass, and I wanted to be a Catholic priest because I admired him so much. It's the only thing I remember. Aside that, maybe I was just there. I mean, after school, I was a teacher for my national service.
Me
That was
too.
different and it was fun. I loved it. Like it was a different experience.
What were you teaching?
Economics.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
The economics that you didn't like.
Yeah, because that's what I
Like, just
studied.
because
So that's all I have
he
to
was
offer.
good at it, but he just didn't like it.
Yeah, that's all I have to offer. So if not, maybe some creative arts or something. Because
Yeah.
I was just really passionate about entertainment in general. I love the stuff that I saw. I would walk to Adom FM to catch a glimpse of Bradford because I heard him on the radio. You understand? That was me. So after all that, I ended up in the bank.
Hey.
Yeah, I was a banker.
Wait. Before you even move on, I was asking a question about the teacher because you're going very
You were
fast.
also have a school,
Yeah.
but you go on.
So for me, I was also a TA, and sometimes I see some of the kids I used to teach,
Yeah,
and then
they
they're
do.
like, "Oh, like I remember you still get that experience."
I
on
do every time.
Isn't
I
it so
find-
weird for them?
Yeah, I
Like,
find that
you can't teach away now. They do
They legit
Sarkodie.
like to play a fool because they'll see me and be
Yeah.
like, "Say chili." That's what they used to call me. Yeah, so they'll see me and just be doing. Oh, say please. I saw a student of mine.
That's so funny.
Recently, I was going into Ace. Yeah, he was. Can you imagine?
I know you always meet them at the wrong
Yeah,
places.
I was walking into Ace and then this guy say, "Sir, please, how are you?"
Ah.
But now he's just being a fool. Like, but it was such a good experience. Me, I loved it.
I'm sure you were the cool teacher, right?
Very cool because
Yeah.
I knew when I was in school, I knew who. Am I allowed to say anything?
Feel
Fuck
free.
words and
You knew to fuck with them. Who knows
yeah, I knew who I wanted to fuck with. I knew the teachers that would even make me wanting to be in their class fun for me because there are teachers when it's time for math. I know that Mr. Senna is such an annoying person. I don't want to. Do you understand? me? Yes.
Sorry.
But then I knew the people that I typically fucked with, and I
Yeah.
wanted to be that. I wanted to represent that kind of teacher that nobody dislikes and doesn't want to be in the class.
Yeah.
So, and then in teaching them, there are times that I cite examples by speaking pidgin. And then I say everything in English, and the next morning I say, so like make like you get the money where you won't go back. Then the whole class goes like,
Yeah, real.
So then I realized that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how we've been brought up and how they make everything so
Straight jacket. Back.
yeah. So if it's a bit more loose and open, people would, because me, I have like a different mindset of education in general because I feel like it's such a waste of time. If anybody should be educated about anything, they should educate us about the reality, how to survive after all of school and everything. Because everything we study in school never comes our way again.
Yeah,
We
real.
study a lot of very unnecessary stuff.
It's
Right?
crazy because we had this conversation.
Yeah,
last
bro,
time.
but it'd be crazy. The
Yeah.
things up to now, the things where we study, where we
Some
they
of
make
them,
fun of,
yeah,
it never come our way again. But the things that we are facing now is actually survival. Like, how do we save money? If we have a capital, how do we even build that? How do we make passive income? How do we move to not living just hand to mouth? Like, these are things that we should be taught.
Yeah.
So that moving forward, we know that we can easily apply these things. But they teach us trash. Sorry, but they teach us
Yeah,
trash. And our educational system never actually thinks of nature. Because if three of us are in the same class, your abilities are different from mine. Same as you.
Yeah.
So maybe what will take you a minute to grasp might take me 2 minutes, might take it 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But does the system actually acknowledge that?
Nah.
So our genes are different.
We all take the same exam.
Yes, we all sit in the class. 3 months is a semester or a term. We take the same exam in three hours. Start work, stop work. But maybe after the stop work, in the next minute, you would remember everything and produce it accurately and top the class. But because we are in a certain time frame, you don't make it.
Yeah.
And on paper, you don't qualify for the job because you didn't make the grade. You see, it's just really so media. You can clearly tell people with talents and stuff are excelling exceedingly. But then the education comes back in because you need a lot of enlightenment to direct your steps and build a strategy.
So on that note, like looking back now after all these years, if they said go back to school or go back and tell your younger self what courses to pick for university, what would you change?
Yeah, I'm back in school. I mean, I want to study. I want to be better because I came up on that. You know,
so what are you doing?
But will
now?
you change what you studied, or you still
I'm doing
fine?
brands and communication because it
Nice.
actually
Yeah.
yes. So I mean, there are things that I find more interesting now that I would rather want to study. Like clearly, like brands and communication is a thing that I know that I have to better myself because I'm in the space now. So yeah, I'll definitely look at stuff like that. But Charlie, most of the things, no, Fapa, I know go like, yeah.
So I want to ask you a question. Did you? Why are you panicking?
I'm just like, hey, I didn't expect it. But
Yeah, but I'm just like, did you kind of already know what you wanted to do? Like, did you see yourself doing this? This is what you always thought you were going to do. What did you think you were going to do?
I didn't see myself doing this, but I knew that what I was doing is not what I wanted to do. If that makes sense. So kind of like I didn't know. I did psychology, but I did psychology because I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, I never knew. At some point, I wanted to be an engineer because I felt like that's what I have to do to make money, to be comfortable. But I didn't have any passion for it. In fact, I hated it. But I was training to be an engineer at a point. And then when I went to uni, I ended up doing psychology. So, I really relate to what you're saying. I wish, of course, if I knew that I was gonna do this at the end of the day, I'm sure I would have picked something that would be a little more like in that direction.
Yeah.
If there was even anything available.
But truthfully speaking,
That's
not to
the
cut
issue.
you, but I think
Yeah.
even what you decide or what your interests are, whatever you study, you might not even end up doing that.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's probably who you know who can put in a word for you.
Real.
And then I have people who study religious studies who are bank managers now.
Yes.
So I mean, the people who are engineers who are into marketing and agency stuff now.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter anyway. So
Yeah, because
That's so discouraging, though. You know, it's like you study, but what's the guarantee you're even going to get like into the job that you actually want to get into? There's no guarantee.
I feel like it's how I see it is like doesn't regardless of what you study, it's, in a way it's kind of opening your mind. That whole experience is opening your mind to just life. You know, I remember I always say this like when we did psychology, the lecturers found a way to tell us that Ghana, this psychology thing you're doing you're not likely to use it directly in your job.
True.
You know, they found a way to tell us that. So that's when my mind starts opening. Okay, if I'm not gonna use this, what are my options? You know, so I think it just kind of opens your mind. You just learn about, you know, working with other people. It's just like it's a step in the journey. So I wish maybe in some cases people could have courses or go to schools that would be more sufficient or helpful to what they're going to do.
Tailor-made. Yeah.
But I mean,
that's the
I
thing.
don't know how possible that is to, especially in this part of the world. So, yeah.
Okay. So then back to you. You working in the bank as well? You said you worked in the bank.
Yeah, I did. I worked in the
What
bank.
what were you doing?
I was doing something in the bank called clearing. If you have any idea what bank
People who stay late.
Yes.
So everybody goes.
Yo,
They'll
bro.
They'll still be there.
Yeah.
So we were the typical people who leave the bank after 10.
So you're
11.
checking the sheets
So
to make
you
sure
see,
that
so
happens.
normally when you have checks come in, you key in. We do clearing. We key in all the checks. Now it's just for the littlest mistake will keep you in the bank because you need to balance
Yeah, exactly. You guys balance.
the branch, right? So if probably I'm hitting a 20,000 and I end up adding 10 or reducing 10. Now if I keyed in probably 200 checks, now I need to print out all the transaction I've done in the day and take check by check to check the figures.
Check by check to
Yes,
check.
to check the figures. So we arrest where the problem is that we are not balancing. We are there. Because the branch doesn't close if you haven't balanced. It was crazy. And it made me I didn't love banking.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you're dealing with people are sitting on mad bread, you know.
It's
And-
crazy.
yeah,
It's crazy.
People are sitting on mad bread.
Yeah.
And then you actually see all of these figures. You are earning
Close
practically
to-
nothing.
Exactly.
And the space is not even flexible. I can't end up like running maybe a yam and trophy business on the side because I can't oversee it. You understand? I'm there from 7 a.m. And if I'm not lucky, I get home at 10, 11.
It's true.
Then the next morning I have to activate, be there.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then my branch manager, she was a female. And she the fit talk to me some way. Sometimes I dey feel because especially I don't know, maybe these people might find it offensive, but me if woman talk to me a certain way, the thing they really hit me. They hit me differently.
I take offense with the people who are
there was
listening.
a day that I thought I was being nice, so she was coming into the branch quickly. I ran to her because I was trying to be like an outstanding staff. So that's like I ran to her to try and get her hand by. She's like, Jimmy for kwasi I won't bear my jiji my bag that.
Oh no,
She
that was
said
out
that to
of
me,
pocket.
and she was
Yeah,
like,
she didn't
I
try.
have all boys. Don't ever do that. It's not a manly thing. Own your world. Be a man. Yo, I was so sad.
Oh, Charlie.
No, but how could she have done that?
I'm
I was so
surprised.
sad, but you see, this, your
No, I
typical
understand
reaction
you.
is a Gen Z reaction. I like that. But yeah, it was,
Wow.
yeah, it was some moments, but it was some advice. It's not like don't be a nice person or
But like, don't be too. I
Yes,
get what she's saying.
you
man.
understand me.
But
then,
the delivery is just,
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
bad.
It was very bad.
Yeah, I had an early transfer from the bank to go to WA. There was no way I was starting my life in WA because I just grad uni, all of those stuff. I wasn't gonna go to WA. So then that's when I did the craziest thing because I quit. And I didn't have a plan. I couldn't tell my mom. I couldn't tell anybody. I just quit. I leave the house like I'm going to work, but I don't have anywhere to go.
Somebody can relate.
Yeah,
Charlie.
that was it.
Real,
That was it.
real.
So I just leave the house like I'm going to work. I don't get nowhere. I go 10. The only thing was I was really passionate about music, entertainment in general. And my friend was rapping. I was just really excited to help him excel. I just wanted to see him become big, and that's what you see today. That's what transitioned into the business that you see today. It was
So
just
like, there's a world where an alternate reality
Universe
where
where you
you
dey
wasn't and we don't even know you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And even looking at the butterfly effect, that means maybe Sarkodie would not be
Exactly
who he
where
is
he is
now.
today.
He could have been bigger, or he could have been
Yeah,
nobody. Like we will not know in
yeah,
the butterfly effect.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Very crazy.
So yeah, I guess we should touch more on that relationship. Had you guys always been friends, or you kind of met like later in life when you had already started?
we've
music?
been friends. I mean, we've been friends from when he was probably first year in senior high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, where he would always run away from school and come sit in front of my mom's house. That's where our friendship actually, like, you know, the very first day I met him, he looked very skinny, like a refugee. He looked really typically hungry, like, you know, Sarkodie's throwback pictures.
Yeah, I've seen
right?
those
Yeah, you
pictures.
could tell. So there was a day that I was sitting in my hood, and then he was passing by me. I wasn't low key because I went to like the B school. I really know the Kubolo side. I know they there too much. I'm not even allowed out, so I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
So he was walking past by. Somebody say, but this Liberian boy, and cause I hear say the rap. Oh. You understand me? So it was just a comment. I look at the guy and he actually looked it.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, yo, what's up? I hear say the rap. He said, oh yeah. You know, he was acting like shy. I was like, oh, I dropped something. Before I could say drop something,
He's already started.
He was already into it. And that was everything for me. The next day I went to look for his house. Like, he was already into it. That is what ignited everything. I mean, we became like very, very good friends from there. There's no passing day that we don't see each other. It was almost like we were dating. Sorry, no homo. Like, but I see him when he comes to school. He'll come and sit outside. We're there the whole time. We'll walk. We used to do the craziest stuff. Like. And it was just that I could tell the guy was really, really, really gifted. And his energy, he would challenge himself every single day. He was ready for something. You could tell like he was ready for something. Me, I just observed and I saw that, nah, this guy is like the next phase of something big. Yeah. Now, I didn't know where it was headed. I didn't know how. I just knew that I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to fuck with it. I genuinely wanted to see him be very big. You understand? And that's just it. It's the same type of energy I have towards everybody or anybody I've ever extended a helping hand to. And now my only joy is know that this guy succeeded through an effort of mine. And there's so many names in the music industry that I sit back and I smile and I say, oh, I'm happy like this story became this. You understand me? So it's basically, we've been friends from we have a relationship that stems as far back as, if I'm not exaggerating, over 20 plus years. Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
How did your mom take this, in the sense that, like, from her perspective, you've gone to your international school, you're working in a bank. Now all of a sudden you are not working in the bank anymore.
Answer it to yourself.
And I go vex, I go
Can you imagine you left the band, he's following a rapper around.
I go vex,
And
You
then-
can say you're not even a rapper.
my mom is that type of man that every day my mom say somebody say, and then my friend be said, and this person said. My mom always had something to say, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy. I won't even lie. I think it was the craziest couple of. It was the moment was so tense, and I think it took a while till I was forcing myself to try and pay the bills at home, try and let her know that something did happen. Like relax for me, you understand me. So I was trying to own. Now if they give me bills, then I vex. But back then I was trying to own that responsibility to make her feel like it's not as bad as you're thinking. Like it's actually work in progress, right? Yeah, but it took a while. But at some point she just warmed up to it, and plus he really liked Michael Isaac. He really liked him as well, so she just warmed up to it, the whole situation. Yeah.
So when was that? Me and Zoo, I feel like we all have that moment where our parents are like, you know what? You have my blessing. Do you remember the time where it's like
I have no idea. I don't remember.
you kind of like
But it just happened gradually.
seriously,
Yeah,
gradually.
it just happened. But and I think at some point, me too, I genuinely just didn't give a fuck. Like I just started getting really excited, and it was because I had came from a space where, like I told you, a lot of inferiority complex. I felt say like you're coming out here for so long, and now I'd gotten to a space where my friend was making it big. Now people actually see you and point fingers and say, "Oh, when a guy." So I started enjoying the attention and everything. I felt like I was in a different world altogether. So at that point, I wasn't listening to anybody. I was just really enjoying everything. Like somebody actually sees you and wants to talk to you. Somebody wants to be your friend.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking for your number. It was such a big deal for me. Like it was worlds apart. So I was embracing that so much that I'll miss my exam to just go and be at some music concert or Ghana Music Awards or something.
Yeah.
I go there. I go come TV. What are you talking about? Yeah, that was like the space I was in. I was really, the difference was so much, and I was really excited about the new. I didn't think there was a world that people embrace you, people want to get close to you. I didn't think it was a thing.
Yeah.
So it was a very happy moment for me. So my mom, she was on the side for me. I'll go and deal with whatever back up.
That one there.
Yeah, bro,
Relatable.
yeah.
So do you ever feel at any point where obviously Sark is like the face, because it's his
Oh, wow.
brand.
Yeah, come to ask my question. I love that.
Yeah. So he's like the face, he's the brand, he's getting all the attention, and you are like, for some time, maybe it's like, if you know, like, or if you know Angel, you know Angel. Did you ever feel any kind of like, Charlie, I wish I was getting some of this attention?
Like you're in the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, I never. So after I started enjoying the thing, I got to a point where I just wished it never happened. Yeah, because recently my mom was asking me, she was sick, she was on her sick bed, we're having a conversation, she just randomly asked me, oh, so do you have any regrets in life? Like, is there anything? I don't know where my first response, without even thinking, I was like, oh, I wish I was like a little more private. I wish nobody knew my business. I wish I was just stuck in my space. I could just take out my dick and pee anywhere. I could just stand anywhere. Like I wanted to have like a very regular life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have that.
Yeah.
By no fault of mine, and I'm not even forcing it. You understand me? There was never a point where I just felt like, oh, I should be in the front. Guys is like us, we're just meant to not to be seen. We're just meant to be in the back. But funny, maybe I'm not even hyping. I think I'm like one of the most known artist managers ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No hype.
And I think
For
it
sure.
stems from the whole me and Sark loyalty story, how long we've been together and everything like it. But why would I even want to be a front of anything? I don't want to. It's not like I want to sing to or anything. Honestly, even anybody I extend my help to, I want to be in the back.
Yeah.
I genuinely find joy from the fact that, this person is also making it because I played a role in there or I played a part in there. It would be silly to be feeling like, it means I want to rock shoulders with the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a brand that we're putting our energies in, a brand that we're all probably feeding from and building the next generation or the next whatever from.
Yeah.
I've always been, and I still right now is what I hate the most is even the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really don't want it. I really want to be cool. Right now, it's almost like you have no privacy. It's
Yeah.
almost like your world is everybody's world. But I'm not the artist. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Can I just chill? Like, so there was never a point where I was feeling like that, you know. There's so many of my friends also that started feeling like, oh, because you are this or because you are that. But I'm the coolest person you ever find. And so many of my friends from the schools I went to also now find it hard to relate. They feel like, oh, you are here. I still want to crack the jokes that you guys used to crack that I wasn't a part of.
Yeah.
I just want to feel like I belong to. Like, it's not even a big deal. So
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling any type of way. I was just really excited to see my friend make it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was it. That was top tier priority for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
So, so for you, what was I even gonna ask you? Okay, so I also suspect, or I believe that Sark is probably feeling a similar type of way. So I guess that's probably going to feed into how you feel, because in the beginning, also for him, he probably was like, yeah, Charlie, the attention sort of validates the hard work that you're putting in. But now he's grown up, he's a family man, he wants to chill, but he can't walk down the street. It's a lie. He can never walk down the streets to go and buy cocoa. He can't do that.
But you see, I'll tell you what. Sark has never been that. From when nobody knew him, he didn't have no friend. I could boldly say that most of the people that are around Sark presently, or maybe even the immediate surroundings, the people that we work with, are people that I put on for him. Sark has just been very stuck to him. He's that guy, very stuck to himself, very private. So sometimes I hear people say, oh, now Sark is like this, is like on penny power. I'm like, this is the guy. Fame didn't do shit to the guy. This has been him. Sark will never be a part of a group conversation and be loud. He'll be stuck in his corner. Before you know, you say Major so but he's gone home. yeah, he's not even on crowd. Now I bet so what then now Kofi no. He's gone. That's him.
Yeah.
He typically has no friends. Like he's just in his little corner. He's very private. So you can tell from right now, all he cares about his family, his kids.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
When we're out for a show, you say, oh, Moku pass the after party. You go. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were having a production meeting for the upcoming Rapaholic, and we were speaking about after parties. And I was telling my team people that, well, how are you guys still here planning
An after party.
an after party when you know the guy won't be there?
You know, come.
Especially the only thing you can plan is probably have like a merger with a venue or something and say, we are directing the traffic to you. Don't expect Sark
To come,
because he won't.
Yeah.
Wakoda, he's gone. That's typically him. So he's just been that person. If anybody cares to know, he's what he is now is so the typically two types of artists. I'm not trying to shade nobody or speak about nobody. But Sark is that guy. Even the moment the traffic light turns red, he's covering his face. Because he doesn't even want to be noticed and do Sark. He doesn't even like that. Not because he feels like he has to give them money or he's stingy or whatever. Or
it belong for him.
if we walk to Accra Mall right now, you go think say the jog. The speed. Because he doesn't even want to be stopped. He just wants to go get in there, do what he has to do, come out. Done.
So would you say even though he's talented and his job has him in the spotlight, he's actually very introverted. Like
200%.
if he's not in his element, like his
200%.
actual person.
Everything that Sark has to do outside the original him or what I know him as is he playing a character. Yeah. But he's very, very, very introverted. 200%. 200%. Most of the things, even to get him to dance whilst performing, because there are times that I watch other artists perform and I'm excited. I'm like, oh, if Sark could do all of this. But I know that it's not him.
It's not him, yeah.
You understand me? Yeah. Because he won't be doing the extra dancing and he stays very G'd up. He does his thing and then maybe that's why he's a hip hop artist. And that's just him. Yeah.
So since you've been with him from the beginning, I can imagine that there have been so many record labels or like different people trying to say, trust me, I can do a better job, blah, blah, blah. So how have you two navigated that? Has there ever been a time where you guys actually like sat with that idea of maybe we should consider adding, or I don't know, You understand the question, so yeah.
No, the question is hitting me in two ways, so
Yes,
I don't
answer
understand.
answer it in two
Well,
ways.
so are you asking that was there a point where he feels like maybe we should take somebody else? You are not doing the job
That's
enough,
one.
like,
And then the
or
second
maybe
one,
like a label coming in.
yeah, exactly. Any
Well,
of those
so
things.
thing is, I learned a lot from Sark as a human being, right? He doesn't cheat the code with his loyalty. Yeah, because can you imagine how many things or stuff that people have probably said to him,
Yeah.
like, I could do a better job, this guy be this guy be that, this guy. But he stayed true to the same circle, not because he thinks it's the most amazing bunch of human beings that he found, but he has also helped empowered all of us. Because it's not like none of us didn't wake up and say, I want to be an artist manager or I want to be a PR or whatever. Most of us learned on the job.
Yeah.
Now, in most cases, when we feel like we're lacking, that's where we inject people. We bring people in every time. Yeah, we bring people in every time. They come and also lend in their helping hands. While they are there, whilst they are with us, we're learning. Whilst they are with us, we're learning. The only thing is we won't drop ourselves. We're still moving. And most of the times, the people, after a while, maybe we drop them, bring new people. When we feel like, oh, we're lacking here, and then this person's a powerhouse to that, we'll bring the person in. We'll move together, we'll build, we'll learn. We were all learning on the job. Like, it's just what it's been. Like, so there's never been a time where he say, Charlie, I feel like, but there are times that he would actually ask you to sit up. I feel like if you do this, if you do that, I'll send you a link and say, read this, watch this, like acquire more knowledge. We're doing this together, but you need to pull your weight. It happens every time.
Yeah.
Because it no be thing where we typically set ourselves up for. We learned a lot in the process. And that's just how it's been. And that's how we've come. With labels and conversations like that, it's more of contractual. So it depends on what's in there, what's in for us, what we lose. And then we do the analysis and see, does it, in the long run, does it benefit us? Does it make us, are we better off as independent artists spending our own bread to try and make this thing happen and probably enjoy the results by ourselves? So we're in control of our everything. Because trust me, I don't read people's contracts, but most of these labels and contracts that they give to artists is shit. In a couple of years, you see, you have a lot. If you even go on YouTube and you type, you see how many regret stories are out there. And me, I don't own the masters to any of Sark's records or anything. So I won't be the one deciding for him. But I think it's one of the greatest decisions that he ever made to stay independent and try and work his thing out. And it's just been great because in the end, you might give it all away for a moment of joy. And because the labels, they're powerhouses. They'll make every dream, every superstar dream you have. If you are there, and you have the numbers, you have the relevance, they will give you maybe 10 million, whatever. I want to fly a jet everywhere I go. They'll send you the invoice. They will have to recoup all that bread. You understand me? Then in the end, maybe your shit is just watered down so much. And then when you need the most, that's where you don't have anything. You know, so I mean, I think it's more of the terms of the different contracts that we've been presented with, and per our thinking, we'll do better by ourselves, if not presently, maybe in the near future. You understand me? So
So regarding your relationship, the two of you, do you think you guys have that mutual respect where you can just call each other, like, because there's a lot of artist-manager relationships where it's like the manager often becomes like a yes man. It's like the artist can be making the most foolish decision ever, but he can't say anything because Charlie, they go sack me, and I'm here for money. You Charlie, you know what, you're right. The song the B, but the song really be. You know, I think we see a lot of it around us. No names mentioned, but do you guys, what kind of relationship do you guys have? Is it the type where you can call him, yo, Charlie, it's like this song there, Charlie, scrap him. Oh, that thing that you said, rubbish, never say that again.
So many times, you know, so because our relationship stemmed from friendship, like we're friends, even before we even saw the light of fame or success. We were friends, like where we would typically discuss everything. So I mean, it's just one of the easiest things. I mean, I'm just that one guy on the team that probably everybody will bring their grievances to, because they know that I be me go channel them to your man. You understand me?
Yeah.
I'm also not a stupid person. I won't just call and say because we are friends, or maybe because I'm older than Sark by a little fraction, right? So I won't just wake up and say, yo, woo Jimmy or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch my words. He's a star boy.
Yeah.
Emotions day inside, egos day inside, whatever it is. Like, you know how he's the front of everything we have. He's the brand, he's the product, right? So I also know how to present those things.
Yeah.
I know how to say what I want to say, even when to say it. You understand me? I know how to run all of those ones. And I know how to pile up every complaint and dish them one day. And Sark is that typical guy who act like you don't even see what you talk.
Yeah.
But he will reason it. He will reason it. If it they make sense, he not necessarily for tell you, say, oh, what you talk they make sense. So, but he go rectify and he go maybe add or delete or whatever. But if he also has something to express, he will say it as it is. Like, even in the moment, if you just can't present that thing, will be shit to him. You yourself, the heat where you go face. Yeah. But he's. I think Sark is that one person that almost, or if not everybody, somebody for experience. He's a touch that makes a difference to lives. You understand me? He as a person, sometimes we just question yourself and say, how this guy? Because there are times that you present him with the juiciest of juiciest, and you say, nah, Angelo. I say, nah, if you know be so and so and so, mock we no do it. If they know will come back. If you like what, you will come back. And if he talks to this one day, forget.
And they will come back.
And then the next move. So sometimes they come back and I don't even want to call him because I don't want to be that guy who lost. Like, you understand me? But most of the things that he will say, he tell you, I have a feeling this and it will happen. He's a guy that he will always challenge himself. He's always looking out. Sark will deep think everything. And he will analyze everything. When Sark is speaking to you, think like you're speaking to like a 90-year-old. He will analyze everything from every corner. And when he's actually giving you a reaction, it's a true reaction. So me, I don't play with how he thinks about something. I listen to him a lot. And he's that guy that would always have something to pour and say, I feel like if I do, I'm so. Our relationship is very great, very educative, very informative. For me, I've learned so much from the guy. He's a disciplinarian. It's just so many things that you can just pick up from the guy, and then it would better you yourself. You understand me? Yeah.
So what would you say is the worst mistake you've done in your career with respect to music and money? What's the worst mistake? Say, hey, I want the ground to swallow me. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever done.
On spot, I can't even think of one.
Okay.
I honestly can't even think of, but plenty our day.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty our day. As human, there, you understand me. But I can't even think of one readily. Yeah, I can't even think of one readily.
Okay. So I think we'll come back more into more of your personal stories. But as Afi likes to say nowadays, we have to keep the lights on.
Yes, we have to keep the lights on.
We have to pay the bills. And so yes, Afi, I know you have something to
That's
tell
why
the people.
I have been investing in Plus Invest.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that I can make additional money to be able to keep the lights on.
That's right.
And I'm putting you on Plus Invest. Plus Invest is going to be on your phone. It's not even anything serious. It's just an app. And all you have to do is sign up. And I mean, this is the time for all of us to invest. There are so many local investments you can get into. Treasury bills. What else?
Mutual funds.
Mutual funds.
Like, I have some here. IC Liquidity.
Yeah,
Big Trust Fund. Data Bank.
Oh, nice.
Those things.
Nice, yes. All of these ones are on...
All
of these are on Plus Invest. So make sure you click the link below and then check it out. Download it. You don't even need plenty money. The small money you have, just put it up there and then start investing now.
Yeah.
And you remember this day and say, hey, Afi gave me good advice.
Yeah, it's like they say, allow your money to work for you.
Yeah.
You're sitting here, you're chilling, you're watching Stay by Plan, but in the background, the money is growing. It's better than just leaving it in some account, some bank account, just leave it there. It will not go. You're making a loss, actually.
Actually, they're deducting charges.
The way our system is and our, what do you call it, currencies, all those things, you're actually making a loss long term. So invest your money, let it grow. Plus Invest is in the bio, in the caption, in the description. Tap in, join us.
Yes.
Abi, we talk everything.
Yes, we talk everything.
I also heard that someone said you've been blocking some feature requests from reaching Sarkodie. Is it true?
Yeah, I heard that too. I think everybody feels like that.
No, but
Yeah.
do you know my opinion? I think it's good. If you are doing it, continue. Don't say that you're doing it, but do it.
I'm legit not doing it. I know who you're speaking about, but
Yeah.
see, make I tell you something. Whether you believe it or not, I could sing that nigga's song word for word. I'm a big fan of his. I find him very, very, very exciting, Raskuku. And see, God in heaven knows, I was that guy. I pushed that feature more than anything in my career. But you see, thing about collaborations and stuff like that, or music, making music, I tell everybody every time, I wish I was the one making the music. I'll force myself into the studio and record for you just so that you're just satisfied.
Yeah.
But music, sometimes it just takes a little more. There are songs that sometimes I send people's records to suck 3 months and I still don't get them. Then I push. But naturally, if I try call you, ask you for some money, then every day I call you, I say, but the money, how far? I do, what will be your next reaction? You go probably tell me, say, I no get. You I no get.
This guy cry.
Make you no call me, I no get. So there's a very high tendency that when you keep pushing, you get a rejection. So I know how I play it.
Yeah.
I've been around for longer than anybody else. I know how I'll play it. I'll still push. But it's a creative thing. It's a feeling. Sometimes I give him records and then the small God send me a record. And he just said, I know that, but how do you push him? The next morning, I sent him back his verse. And it wasn't by any doing of mine. I just sent the record and I said, small God, bring something.
Make you do them.
The next morning, he just sent him. And I guess it's just the feeling.
Yeah.
And there's a very high tendency that if you're going to feature an artist, or if I'm coming on your show, I probably go and watch your last couple of episodes and I think, you typically go along these lanes. So then I would want to do something like that. But for all you know, you people too like to hear new stuff. You have done the regulars and you're tired. You want to do something different out of the box. And sometimes that suck.
Yeah.
You send him, there are some records that I hear myself, this one. But I'll say, hey, bad, they record.
Yeah.
But there are some, I remember Kiddy's a dear penna. Kiddy has sent the record. Sark did a verse. He called me after he sent me the verse. He said, don't send for them. Tell them, see, the record be bad without me. Tell them, like, the record is bad without me already. I feel like the song is an Afrobeat song. It doesn't even challenge me as much. It will just give me very regular verse.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I love the song without me. And I told Kiddy, they just released the record like that. But there's actually a version that has Sark on there. So sometimes it's not even because it's a bad song. It's just because I know they feel say this go bring anything different out of me, or they come add up something where the song is strong, it's powerful on its own. But in Raskuku's case, I push a couple of times, and I guess it's just a matter of feeling and more of patience. But I don't know where he got that feedback from. He said what he said, and it's cool. I'm really cool. So even that Rapaholic that he was making reference to, that after Rapaholic said, you said, I was the one that put Raskuku on Rapaholic. I called his people. Yeah, I called his people and say, because of how I love this guy, I want to have him on the show. Maybe in his head it's just like, but I mean,
I will.
I know they block anybody. I just be that guy. They push. When Kwesiata was rapping, I told Sark about Kwesiata. When Kwesiata was rapping at the gas stations on YouTube and say, at the share link, we did some country like that. So if you listen, this boy is so bad. So Toy Boy, all of those people. Me, I love to hear new stuff. I'm not that guy who will be playing. You see, new way I hate it. I'll be on YouTube searching for the craziest stuff. When something new hits me and it's exciting, I'd like to share. That's me. You understand me? So yeah, why would I want to have somebody's record and sit on it, or not want to have somebody become the next big thing? It's all I ever want, to see somebody blow. And you know, they the same Sark would even push somebody and they say, I want to sit on somebody and shine.
It's
If
true.
you see somebody blow. So right now, how do you even satisfy
you
people?
can't win.
Yeah, you can't win.
Real.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm also curious about like your day-to-day work as an artist manager. Like, what's that like? Is it that some days I'm sure no 2 days are the same. Now, I think this business that we are in, no 2 days are the same. But what's the average day like, would you say?
To me, I think it's the most flexible job you can find because of timing. Because you can manage to do all your things around the same time, right? The only thing is very impromptu, it's very demanding, it's very stressful. Sometimes you have absolutely no sleep, but I think we've gotten so used to, but it's crazy. It's crazy, but then again, it's flexible. It's not. I'm not the typical guy who have to wake up and get ready to go to the office type of thing. I could actually be in my bed and be solving half of the day's problems for my computer or for my phone right there and then probably later in the day the other stuff that comes up, different meetings. We have to be in the artists love to record at night. Mostly because of the peace and everything. So mostly you find yourself in the studio. You find me dozing off in the studio and all of those ones. But it's very normal. Who are you to complain if the main artist have the face up?
Yeah.
You understand me? So so very, very normal. But it's tedious, it's crazy, it's challenging. And most of the time, for me, half of the time my brain is tired. Because what's the next big thing? So somebody's joke or somebody's loose talk might be your next biggest idea. So me, I love to listen. I love to observe. I love to listen. Like, see, I've never been on any interview ever since I even started doing. I would never say with anybody or even have an opinion to share about something that has happened. Like the whole Stonebwoy thing, I would never even, like, it's not even a thing for us. You understand me? But guess what? You want to know why I'm here?
Why?
So I was on just in the quest of wanting to know more, refreshing my mind and whatever. This Echo House, they have an academy and they have something called a creative incubator. So it's basically like putting your brand through the lens of a Gen Z. So it's mostly national service personnel who have ganged up and then they set competition amongst themselves. So then they put your brand through the lens and tell you, oh, this is how we think your brand will be cooler to our generation, right? So then I put the SAC brand up to it. We went through it. We went for a presentation. These are things that I almost know already, but it came to me as a reaffirmation of my thoughts because he kept saying, "Oh, Gen Zs were because Gen Zs is the new Gen. There's Gen Alpha after you guys, right?
Yeah.
But right now they know they inside. Even now they pick feet, right? So." Gen Zs are the coolest thing. We were millennials. You want your brand to stay evergreen. You want it to be refreshing to everybody coming up, right? So then in all their submissions, all the 3 different groups, they kept saying, oh, Gen Zs are the people that we don't like for you to throw things at us. We want to co-create with you. We want to collaborate with you. We want more accessibility. I'm like, oh, Charlie, but then why not? Then it's a thing like, okay, let's make it cooler. Let's be more accessible. Let's collaborate. It's the only reason why I wouldn't have been here. I would have given you a story all your life. I wouldn't have been here. So it's just one of the things. And I loved all the things that I heard like from the creative incubator because it just informs me. And that's me. I love to know. My brain gets tired sometimes. So I love to know what people are thinking. And I tell you what, I know I see online where a lot of people dish us with so much quote and unquote hate. Like, and then, but yo, trust me, on the day that I wake up, that the agenda boys are not agending, because I heard it's a thing that they say. The day I wake up and they are not agending, I go feel like that be our end.
Real.
Actually,
Because to me, I feel like that be the biggest blessing where we ever have. The hate be the big, what everybody terms as hate, be the biggest blessing where we ever have. Because after how many years where you did here, so much relevance still. And see, I'll tell you this for free. Sark, on the day where Sark tweets Gary Sokins, like, what, like, back to Gary Sokins, like, and it became a thing, it was politicized and everything. The nigga had just sent a buy Gary and say, make sure we just tweet that thing. You understand me?
Yeah.
And the traction with that thing got, I'm like, oh, bro, but if we did here after all these years and they drag you like this, be blessing. Oh. The day where we go wake up where we know they get this, I go panic. Because whatever you are, because I thank God for the lives of those who want to wake up and say, chat shit or say whatever they want to say. They are the reason why we're here. We started with so many people who drop records right now that nobody even cares about. So many people who would even say something that nobody even follows anywhere. You understand? So and we're in a space where the numbers, the relevance, whatever, and all of these count. So then it's just amazing that we have all of that and probably just making us stay as relevant as we are still. Personally, I love the fact that we have that blessing of hate. If not, like probably we know they here because they know be say Sack be somebody do something nobody ever do before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that be the blessing where we have. And maybe as I talk I'm now they go stop, but it go really worry me if they stop.
We don't know if
I
it's
go like
stop.
more we keep on going. Maybe it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to like commend you guys because it's not easy. I mean, we see it all the time. People are at the top, and then suddenly we don't see them again. We don't hear from them again. And you guys have been doing this for, like you said, almost 20 years, or maybe even more than 20 years.
It's the power of fame.
Yeah.
The moment you actualize or you feel like you're tasting some success from your hard work, there's a very high tendency that you become sluggish.
Yeah.
Or they enjoy way willingly or unwillingly, you just can't make lazy.
Yeah.
You just can't make very comfortable. And then that be when it will start draining you. Then picking back that momentum becomes a problem.
Yeah.
You understand me? But all of this, I don't get nothing to do with the music or whatever space. I picked all of this with only one person, and that's the person I work with. Because his energy has stayed same.
Nice.
His energy has stayed same. And I feel like that be the reason why we still there here. You understand me? Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can wrap up the episode. I'll ask one last question, and then we wrap up. So my last question is, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 years ago when Sarkodie came on the podcast. I feel like that was one of our milestones. He really put us on for coming on the podcast.
Nice.
But we want to know from your perspective again, like, what was the thought process on coming on our podcast and why was it like such a thing? Because at the end of the day, we didn't even reach out. You guys were like, you know what, we see what you're doing. We want to be a part of it. So why did you guys?
So, like I told you, we are not the typical go with the crowd kind of people, or let's say this song where it hits, so everybody, they gravitate towards it. We, as in my entire team, we're very... That be us. We will notice what has never probably be as noticed, not to undermine or underestimate the gravity or the volume of work you guys put together.
Oh yeah, now there we are very big, so don't worry.
No be now since
That's I'm not reach like that. Right now
no,
right now they reach crazy.
Overreach since so and I will tell you for free. Like, so it was actually Sark who sent me a link and said, "Oh, I watched this thing. It be bad. Oh, me must have opened that." I said, "But the bad be where J bad or which bad?"
No, but really, it's not that dirty couch.
I said, but which bad be this? But then I took my time, went through it. I'm like, this is very different. This is really exciting. So, and I didn't, though I know that I knew you from, I didn't know how to reach you guys. So then the last episode we saw, I think was a Joey B one.
Yeah.
So then I reached out to Joey and I said, yo, these people, they be cool peoples, man. I want Mokwe Sack sit with them. And he was like, yeah, very cool people. And then he passed a number and everything. So trust me, it was all him.
Yeah.
He had probably just come by your stuff. Sack is that guy. The things he'll be watching or the things he knows about, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
So it was just him. He sent me the link to, he said it's an amazing thing I want to be on. Because there's so many platforms I'll tell him that, oh, they have reached out, or we for day here. Oh.
That's all.
You go see the energy just be flat. So you now go know say, for even push them too much. And the thing also is how I might be wrong for saying this, but the thing is just how media in general or content creation or whatever it has tend to become. I think it's just because it's a traffic thing and everybody is just trying as much as possible to have the direction come to theirs.
Yeah.
And how, as we all the city and nothing happen, you see how everybody just be cool, they mind their business. But imagine it's like I wake up now, I slap you. Maybe you to go to, hey, what's be the matter? Then it start create bars. Maybe the outside people go like come in. So naturally we know that negativity, they draw attention or they, so then everybody won't thrive on that. And then it becomes a problem. See, I tell you what, on the days that we decide to do like a media tour, and maybe we're doing like 4 radio stations or TV stations in a day. By the time we do the second one, me self where I know did the interview, I tire for the guy. Because it's almost like the questions are all in the same light, the same direction. So if I ask you, maybe you had a fight with him, and I'm asking you to narrate the fight. You've narrated to me, you are narrating to him. This person just can't say, but what happened? By the third one, you're already tired. So me that tired, we just fight. That's how it gets. So by the second, third one, you're already drained. You don't want to do it again. But if we have people who want to think out of the box, make it more exciting, the conversations are different, pick different stuff, not always we hear say you and Yvonne Nelson do this, or yeah, you understand me? If it's not in that light and somebody wants to actually think, there's some interviews that we go to and in the end we're really excited because they touch on so many different things, they use different approaches. It was really fun and exciting, but most of the time, you know how it gets. I mean, not to shade anybody, but you know how it gets. I wish that everybody would just want to
be like
be
us.
different. Yes, probably be like you, be different. Because when I watch, when I was going to come here, I watched like the last couple of episodes. I'm like, hey, people be so natural and so easygoing. So it is just, I just go base and watch. And I think that is what in recent time, most of your things, a typical Amma Bellan like this.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I chance started watching it, but my niece, you go see the girl being God. And they watch. So sometimes I feel, then I pay attention. I say, but this thing be exciting. The girl be so natural. And I gravitate towards that. So everybody where they do something different and not stuck to the old way of doing stuff, trying to drag people, if it gets like that, it gets exciting. Me personally, it gets me moving towards it. And I think people have just done an amazing job. It's just, it was just very natural. If years ago you say reach where somebody like Sark go watch your thing and then he's excited and reaches out and say let's do it, that's a big thing. So people just people they do the right thing. I go tell Stone say people need them on.
They need them pass me especially.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
And I think this has been a great conversation. I was looking forward to this conversation from the when we first kind of spoke about it. Like, we knew that this would be a great conversation. I'm glad that it's lived up to what
we talk about music. You put narrow me down.
The music. Your life is the music.
When you talk about stuff that
there's
you don't
so
really
much
talk
about the music and the industry and the structures and stuff like that.
It's great. But I think one day I'll say I would love to have both you and Sark on it. I feel like we could have a great conversation. Just like
I would have never been here though.
Don't worry now. The two of you again.
The two of you together. Talk about the past, the journey, everything. So hopefully one day you see the two of them on Stay by Plan. So if you do have anything to say.
No, I just want to say thank you to everyone for listening up till this point. That shows how much you love and support us. So you can keep that energy even higher by subscribing if you haven't.
Yes.
And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Follow Angel as well. Everywhere. He is very much of a big deal. Angel Town everywhere.
I'm not a big deal.
He's the biggest deal.
No.
Please.
Yes. So that's
Stay
it.
by Plan affiliate.
Yes.
Okay.
We love
Maybe
that.
you're big because of Stay by Plan.
Yeah, big
we'll accept that one.
Maybe now I go make big.
I go make big. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching and see you next week. Bye. I'll see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice one.